Welcome back, viewers. You are still tuned into Prime Live. We are super excited to have an opportunity to speak to Nadine from Color to Color, where you can experience the timeless art of pottery in a space where creativity, relaxation, and community bonding merge seamlessly. Nestled in Lakefield, the studio extends a warm embrace, inviting you to craft unique pottery pieces. From seasoned artists to curious beginners, the atmosphere nurtures imagination, letting you find your artistic rhythm amongst the therapeutic touch of clay and colors. Good evening, Nadine. Thank you so much for joining us on Prime Live.
Thank you for having me.
This is a really interesting and really beautiful concept. And can you talk us through, before we get into detail about some of the experiences and some of the services you offer, talk to us about what inspired you to start the studio. Where did the inspiration come from?
Well, I come from a very creative background. My grandfather was a sculptor. My dad is very creative. And from the ages of 4, I was drawing, and I would go with him to art studios and galleries. And I just loved being creative, and I wanted to do something with that. So I would say that's basically where that morphed from.
I love that. And there is definitely this emphasis of community and wanting to bring people together, whether you are somebody who hasn't been in the art space since they were young to somebody who's been surrounded by art their entire lives. Talk us through the whole concept of how art has the ability to bring people together and create this sense of community.
Well, I find we're in a world that technology takes over. And with art, you can sit together at a table, not with a cell phone or a device, but with art in front of you, pottery, and you can just relax and be creative together in a different and unique setting. So, yeah.
Can you take us through some of the experiences or some of the activities that one can look forward to when visiting?
So we have 4 different experiences. We have ceramics painting, mosaicing, create with clay, and then our most popular, the pottery on the wheel. So people can come, you can choose which pottery experience you'd like to do, and then you pick the experience on our website, and you can come through and you'll do everything on the same day.
Now, someone who doesn't have particularly maybe an art background, who's a complete beginner, might look at something like this and think, how am I going to do this? Can you describe what would be a typical experience of someone who is a beginner coming into the studio and coming in for either pottery or doing something with ceramics or painting? Tell us more.
So it's perfect for people that are not creative. 99% of our clients have never touched clay or have never picked up a paintbrush. So that's what we specialize in, to help people to be creative and to do something different. So we inspire, we there introduce with instructions, helping, and then we give them inspirations to guide them. And all of us are creative, I believe. It just needs to be tapped in the right environment, and that's what Color to Color offers.
I love that you said that, because some people think that they are very one-sided. They think they're very academic and they won't be able to tap into any kind of artistic part of themselves. So I love that you create this kind of immersive experience where someone's able to tap into maybe a different part of themselves they didn't know existed, which is really cool. And the other thing that the space also offers is a place of relaxation and therapy. And I hear a lot of people who work in art or are in the art space talk about how therapeutic it is to work with any medium or form of art. Can you talk us through, from your own experiences and maybe even from experiences of some of the clients that have come into the studio and cafe, about how they were able to use the experience and the time there to relax, to detox, and maybe even as a form of therapy?
Well, as you mentioned, it is in Lakefield, Benoni, so a lot of people have said it's a hidden gem. So it's a place that's away from their day-to-day hustle and bustle. I found therapy through pottery because you can just be present with the clay or with what you're doing. Your hands are dirty in the clay, so you can't really touch a phone, and you're in the moment. And when I started pottery, the therapy of it just grasped me, and I was hooked. and a lot of people, when they leave, they say they're very relaxed. And I just think that's from the journey of being able to sit and be creative and do something different and to tap into that other part of their brain. And just to be with family and friends. A lot of people come with their loved ones or a friend, and a lot of the times they'll speak a little bit in the beginning, and then there's time where you can actually get a pin drop, and that's the beauty of what pottery does.
It sounds like a very immersive experience, and that's what I love about it, is we are always looking for something new and exciting to try. So why not pottery? Especially if it's something that you can do together with people you love, people you care about. And speaking about that, a lot of our viewers at home actually want to know, do you guys cater for events, for special occasions or anything like that? Take us through some of the packages that you offer, as well as the range of services that you offer for the whole experience.
So we offer all our pottery experiences, like I mentioned earlier: ceramics, painting, mosaicing, create with clay, which is hand building, and pottery on the wheel. So the mobile experience, we offer the three. We are busy working towards offering pottery on the wheel mobile as well, so coming with our wheels. And so how that would work, you would just pop us an email, and then whether it's a team building, pottery party, ladies event, then you just let us know how many ladies and which pottery experience you would like, and then we come out to you bringing everything with, as well as ourselves, the instructors, and then we assist. It's usually for 2 to 3 hours, and then we take the pottery back with us, and then we do the glazing and the firing. That takes about 3 to 4 weeks.
Now, when it comes to being a business owner, I always admire entrepreneurs who are coming up with these really interesting concepts and these really amazing spaces where people can come together and enjoy your unique and different experience. What do you hope for the future and the growth of Colour to Colour?
Well, we would hope to become bigger, have more hands-on assistance, which we're busy with, and we are also doing now mass production. So we're producing the ceramics, not only teaching. And we would like to possibly have multiple Colour to Colours in the future, and maybe internationally, we'll see.
We absolutely hope for that. I know that the parents at home are wanting to know, is this kid friendly? Is this something
Yes.
that they can bring their kids to do? Are there any workshops or things like that that specifically cater to kids, or is it an experience that you can come, the entire family can come and enjoy?
100%. So we've had little kids from the ages of 2 picking up little brushes. Obviously moms help, but from the ages of 4 they can do the pottery on the wheel. So there's no limitations from 4 and upwards, male, female, all kinds. It's open to everyone.
Now, more importantly, how do we get a hold of you? Are you on any social media platforms? How can we book our next experience or our next event or our next day out with the family? If you can, please share any of your social media handles or contact information on how we can get in touch with you.
Of course. So you can go on Colour to Colour on Google. We have our website there you can just say book now. You can book a mobile pottery experience, a team building, and then we've also got the create with clay. All our experiences are there. You can add to cart, add the number of people. You can even add children. Children are a little bit less than the adults, and then you just add the number of people, date, time, and then there you go.
In closing, I know that the art space is something that a lot of parents would want to discourage their children from getting involved in, where, academics is something that is more, celebrated rather in our communities. However, there's such a special place and form for children who are creatively talented. What would your message be to South Africans out there to provide more spaces and places for artists to exist?
Definitely. I think if you have a child that is very creative, allow them to be creative, and if there's events and things like that for them, I've seen on social media, go out and do them. It's the only way you'll be seen, especially from a young age. When I was younger, there wasn't much like that, so I think that would be great. And earlier you asked about my handles. I wanted to mention we're also on Facebook at Colour to Colour and on Instagram.
Now we are coming up to that time of year where it is the year end. So a lot of corporates and businesses are actually looking for ideas and platforms to, yes, do some team building, but also have a little celebration for their team, a little spoil for their team for the end of the year. And you did say you cater for events and things like that. Can you talk us through a little bit more of the costing and the nitty-gritty details for our companies and our corporates out there who are looking to perhaps do something mobile or even at your premises?
Yes, so the ceramics painting is a little as 200 Rand. It includes the ceramics, the special paint that we call underglazes. It includes the firing and the glazing. The pottery on the wheel is 650 Rand an adults. That includes everything from having instructors help you and guide you on the wheel. Then you can decorate, neaten your pottery as well as paint, and then we do the glazing and the firing. And if we come out to you, we have special packages from 8 and up people. We give it 15% discount. And then, so we'll come to you. We take everything with us. We do the firing and the glazing, and then we deliver back. Or some people like to collect at our studio in Lakefield. As for the end of the year, there is on our what we offer. There's the packages on whether they're doing a party or a team building. We are looking at some end of year specials. At the moment, we are running a couples and friends pottery on the wheel and ceramics painting special on the 1st of November. So we're constantly at least once a month creating a special, not only having the pottery experience. So we've got a bit of both.
Thank you for sharing that. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. I love the concept that you've created and that you're bringing something fun and artistic to people who maybe wouldn't necessarily have an opportunity to do so. And I know that for families, particularly that have kids, they're always looking something exciting and fun for kids to be able to do on the weekends. So it's really, really cool. And I love to see women in business doing amazing things. And we wish you all the best with the future of your company and your business. And we know that we are going to see Color to Color be international very soon.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Viewers at home, if you are looking for something fun and exciting to do with your friends, your family, your loved ones, or even your kids, absolutely give them a shout and have a look at their social media handles. If you're a corporate or business out there who's looking for something fun and interactive to do with your team for the year end, please do also reach out to them on their social media platforms. Whether you'd like to go into their beautiful premises or you would like them to come out to you, they can absolutely help you. It's time for us to all start tapping into our artistic sides and have fun with our hands. I definitely think so. But you let us know your thoughts on our social media platforms, and if you have any further questions for them, you can also reach out to us and share your comments and questions on our social media platforms.